Today I want to present two things. First one is that what is the Korean national and local carbon neutrality and green growth strategy? And then after those presentations, I want to explain my concept of the sustainable green smart city into the Busan area. At the first, I want to introduce me. I have 3 jobs. First one is the president of the Busan Development Institute, and then second one is the professor of the Busan National University in the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering. And then finally, I'm working for the Presidential Commission on the carbon neutrality and green growth for the government. Actually, I'm an urban and civil engineer working for the environmental problems, climate disaster, and also the concentrating on the water problems. You can refer to my name cards and my Facebook. Every time I'm very happy to come by my sites. If you want to see the many reports related with the Busan area about the climate change and carbon neutrality and economy and industry, I think you can visit the homepage at the below. And then further, for getting more information related with the governmental carbon neutrality and green growth policies, you can visit the homepage as you can see in the screen. And then finally, I have been working for the 25 years as a professorship, and then working for 10 years as a director and researcher for the green infrastructure and the low impact development engineering. To see more information related with those topics, you can visit at the homepage as you can see in the below. Okay, from now on, I want to explain about the Korean 2050 and this policy briefly. There are so many things occurring into the Korea related with the carbon neutrality and the green growth strategies. These policies have been started about 10 years ago related with the introduction of the climate change response and green growth policies. And then about 5 years ago, these policies have been scaled up for the climate change response policies. And then recently, at the 2021, the Korean government developed the Framework Act on Carbon Neutrality and Green Growth to tackle the climate crisis and to solve the carbon neutrality problems in this Korea. And then recently, at the 2022, the Presidential Commission on the Carbon Neutrality and the Green Growth have been established, and then we are working on our tasks for 1 year. There are some differences between the previous action and also the recent action. First one is that nowadays we are concentrating on more specific means of the implementation for the carbon neutrality. And then second one, we want to make the balance of the energy mix problems, including nuclear and renewable energies. And then third one is that we are more dealing with the local and the private sectors to meet the NDC goals in this Korean peninsula. And then finally, we have to meet the real goal of the NDC problems. We are collaborating. We are making the collaboration between the several departments Actually, those departments have been separated and separately working to solve those carbon neutrality problems. Actually, the key point of the Carbon Neutrality Act, we have to meet the 2050 carbon neutrality and then make the balance between the environmental and the economic values. We have the four sectors of the measures. First one is the mitigation, and the third one is how we can adapt the climate change, and then third one is that how we can solve those problems in terms of the just transition, including the social safety networks and also the business transitions. And then finally, based on the science and technology, we are facing to solve the green growth, economy and industry problems. In the Korean national strategies, we have the 4 strategies and 12 tasks. I want to explain about the 4 strategies. First one is that how we can this strategy to be reasonable carbon neutrality and innovative, inclusive and proactive carbon neutrality policies in Korea. Based on those visions and 4 strategies, we have the 10 sectors of the framework plan mitigation tasks. As you can see, the first one is the energy, industry, building, transport system, and then it's the agricultural system, waste, hydrogen, carbon sinks, CCUS, etc. Based on those real active planning for the carbon neutrality in Korea, we also make our implementation acting planning to check or evaluate the most of the targets and policies. Now I want to explain about the Presidential Commission on the Carbon Neutrality and the Green Growth. In this commission, there are 4 sectors. First one is the greenhouse gas reduction subcommission, and then second one is the energy and the industry transition subcommission, and then third one is the just transition and the climate change adaptation subcommission, which I'm working for as a division chair. And then finally, the final subcommission is the Green Growth and International Cooperation. Nowadays, we are having our working for solve those problems in this year. At the first meeting, we decided the national carbon neutrality and the green growth strategy. And in the second meeting, we decided the National Intelligent Electricity Plan related with distributed energy policy from the Ministry of Industry. And then in the third meeting, this is the most important meeting, we decided the National Carbon Neutrality and Green Growth Plan. This is the first plan which have been made by the Presidential Commission. Based on those national plan, in the fourth meeting, we evaluate the National Climate Crisis Adaptation Strength Act Plan from the Ministry of Environment. And then today, I'm working on the 5th national meeting. And then in this meeting, we are discussing about the regulation reduction, innovation for green economy and industry strategies. I want to show those activities and then the covers of the reporters related with the National Carbon Neutrality and Green Growth Plan and then related with climate technology innovation, and then also the national intelligent electricity, etc. For more activities, our commissions are very concentrating on the justice transition, and then how we can make the local government to the carbon neutrality policies, and then education and advertisement. As you know, in the 2030 national plan, we have the target of the 40% reduction, emission reduction. And then based on those targets, we have the sub-targets for the energy, industry, building, transport, and waste, etc. And then in the second part, I want to explain about the three questions. Is our cities still sustainable? Is the first my question in my researches and my activities related with the climate change and the carbon neutrality policies. And then I want to define what is the sustainable green smart city. Nowadays, there are so many things have been changed in the cities related with the urban planning and the environmental planning, and also the industries related with the green technologies. And then I want to explain briefly about what is the local or Busan cities initiatives for meeting the sustainable green smart policies. This is the picture in the Busan cities. And then what do you think? In the left picture, this is the old city in Busan area, and then right one is the new cities in the Busan area. There are so many problems related with the urban developing because of the fast economy growth, and also the deteriorating of the environmental problems in cities. And then this one is that, as you know, during the 70 years, the Korean economy and the industry have been developed and increased so fast. At the first picture, you can see the difference between the difference of the electricity between the North and South Korea. And then second one is that you can see the difference of the road infrastructures between North and South Korea. And then finally, in terms of the environmental or ecological problems, you can see the differences of the coverage of the forests in the Korean peninsula between the North and South Korea. As you know, the Korea achieved the amazing success of the economy and the industries during the 50 years. Even if the economic growth have been 400 times for 50 years, but we meet that there are several problems related with population, infrastructure aging, and just increasing, and also the environmental problems. The left picture is the Haeundae Beach in 1964, and then right picture is the beach, Haeundae Beach at the same area in 2020. We have faced the two problems in the most of the cities. First one is the climate change, and the second one is the urbanization. Climate change comes from the natural inducement, and then but we can control the urbanization problems. First, I wanna say how we can develop our city in the gray mode. I think that we call the bad development, and then how we can change those roads, gray roads, to the green roads. That's our problems nowadays. In terms of the water problems, because of the increasing rainfall and also the flood in the urban area, we are faced to control the inundation problem in the road area and also a residential area, as you can see. And then, now I want to have my question, our city is sustainable to overcome the climate change and also to meet the carbon neutrality society related with natural disasters like flood, and then also the sound ecosystem, and also our energy system is okay or not. As you know, we have the 10 severe risks, the world's 10 severe risks related with the environment, disaster, and the social cohesion, erosion problems. And then also, because of the climate change problems, we are faced the several natural disasters and also water use problems and also the weakening the social and infrastructures. In addition, we are faced the vulnerable social group protections. As you know, the climate change problems and also carbon problems are more severe to the weak people and small industries and societies. Therefore, how we can make our cities safer and environmental sound, that is our justice goal for the carbon neutrality policies. But even if we are faced the climate crisis, but we have to overcome those problems for our next generations. I think that there are two things how we can make our green and smart science and technologies to be used for overcome the climate crisis in the world. And then we have to change our life pattern, and also we have to change the governmental pattern into the ESG management scheme in the world. And then now I want to say about green smart cities. I'm living in the Busan area, and then nowadays Busan have been faced the problems. The Busan transformation for future, how we can transform our city in terms of the economy, industry, environment, and also the social lives in these cities. To transform the cities into the sustainable green smart city, there are four necessities, in my opinion. First one is that how we can make our infrastructures more smarter. And then second one is that how we can make our life to be changed by the digital transformation. And then the third one is that green transformation to change our gray city to the green city in the ecological or natural conservation. And then finally, as you know, the UN Habitat says the UN Habitat have the major target of the sustainable city is the justice transitions. If we can think about the four necessities related with the sustainable green smart city, we can have our questions. And then first one is that how we can make our gray city to the green city using the land management, water management, and also the energy management to be green, distributed, and independence scheme of the policies. And then in terms of the smart city, I think the most important thing is that how we can make our city more sustainable based on the smart technologies to improve our city lives. As you can see, that there are so many factors. A green smart city is not just one jargon. I think the green smart city should be include all aspects of the social and national problems. For example, green building, waste management, sustainable transportation. Also, we have to think about the smart health and electrical or more digitalized governance should be met for the green, sustainable green smart cities. And then I want to explain simply about the Busan initiative to achieve the sustainable green smart city policies nowadays. This is the website of the Busan Carbon Neutrality Support Center controlled by the Busan Development Institute, which I'm working. Actually, five months ago, the Busan mayor declared the big dream Busan city about the Busan initiatives. In this Busan Smart City initiatives, we have the vision for the great transforming the Busan and navigating toward the better future. In this, our Busan's vision, we have the 5 engines: World Logistic Hub, Innovative Business Center, Growth Digital Industry, Attractive Big Culture Town, and finally Global Tourism City. To meet the 5 engines in the future, we have to think about the 3 basics related with the climate change and also the social safeties. The first one is the smart, safe city, and then second one is the CF, carbon-free, 100 and green growth, and third one is the 5-minute living cities. There are so many projects related with the 2030 World Expo and Gadok International New Airport, and also there are so many developments have been held into the Busan area. And then every time I'm saying we have to ask 3 questions. First one is that project is green, and the second one is that project is smart, and then finally how we can meet those projects should be sustainable in future. As you know, just 1 week ago, we are waiting for the opening, the results for World Expo 2030 Busan. I think the process is very important. For the 2030 Busan World Expo problems, as you know, we have the 3 themes. First one is that the sustainable living with nature. As you can see, this is the green policy. And then second one is that the technology for humanity. This one is the smart policy. And then finally, how we can make the Busan as a platform for the caring and sharing to the world countries. I think that this one is how we can make our city more sustainable for the next generation. And then thank you so much. And then I want to say just 3 things to solve the climate change problems and to make our 2030 NDC goal. I think we have to ask by ourselves and also to our projects, just simply green, smart, and sustainability. Thank you so much. 예, 감사합니다. 다시 한번 오늘 초청해 주신 분들께 특히 박흥석 교수님과 그리고 울산시에 감사를 드리고 오늘 참석 못해서 정말 죄송하다는 말씀 다시 드리면서 울산시의 탄소 중립 정책과 그리고 기후 적응을 위한 노력에 대하여 많은 그 감사의 말씀과 같이 할 수 있는 그런 기회를 가질 수 있도록 저도 노력을 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.